episode 27 or day 27. I've skipped a few days because I was uh, doing something pretty important. I passed my MEPS physical examination, well, medical examination, and that was a that was an experience. I'll tell you. I should actually make a video about it separately to kind of help people with the latest information. But yeah, so I was using a meal plan developed by Gemini 2.5 Pro AI, and it worked. A meal plan in conjunction with a training plan to get me ready for MEPS. And the crucible of MEPS, I guess, is you have to be stark naked in front of a doctor. Uh, and in this case, it was a older female doctor, and so there had to be a male doctor or physician's assistant. I believe he was also monitoring, so there wasn't any chance of uh, strange things. And anyway, yeah, you had to basically be naked in front of two people performing weird, odd moves from the famous duck walk to tippy toes to backwards, all kinds of weird. Well, it wasn't even backwards, so actually, but you felt like it was backwards. So it takes a lot of flexibility and stuff, and I'm glad that Gemini gave me a lot of exercises to become really flexible and pliable for the 7 days leading up to it. It was killing me doing those exercises, but they were staggered in such a way that I had recovery opportunities. And the other thing was a meal plan. Meal plan was excellent. I've never eaten right in my life like that, and so unfortunately, my groceries have run out. It's a hazy, dark, windy, cloudy day. My solar's not doing so good. I'll probably have to run a generator to get my battery banks up, but I'm out of gasoline for that. I do have a diesel backup, but I never put it together. I probably need to. So sorry about that. I got cut off. I was kind of talking in my sleep a little bit, kind of nodding off. So I don't know where I cut off. But I was talking about I have a couple generators. One's diesel, one's gasoline. The gasoline one is a pure sine wave inverter. It's real good. It's a champion. Um, but the diesel one, I've yet to get it going. It's an old military surplus diesel generator, and it generates 20 volts DC. I gotta hornswoggle that into a way to charge my system. Um, but anyway, so that's everything in a nutshell. So I passed MEPS on Friday, and it's Sunday today. I ran out of good food, a good meal plan, because the meal plan was only for that 7 days, and the food got scarce. So I'm back to eating an MRE, which is not good compared to that meal plan. These MREs are are counterproductive. Um, so anyway, I better eat it and then get ready to go grocery shopping. I'm gonna go grocery shopping later today and get ready for the next Sunday. I had Gemini 2.5 AI, um, 2.5 Pro generate a grocery list for me, and so I'll go shopping, and everything will be all right after that. Just eat and work out. I'm still unemployed and I got nothing else going on. I got a background investigation to do though for the position I chose, and so that's another hurdle. But it shouldn't be too hard. I used to have a pretty good clearance, one of the best ones. But anyway, going back to the old stomping grounds of the Navy. Huh? This is the Navy Reserve. They're different. It's a different culture than my last stint was with the Army Guard. But I was talking with pretty much a lot of topsiders, or what do you call surface, uh, surface sailors. You know, I was in the submarine service. It's a different culture. They're a little wily compared to what I remember. Well, anyway, it's a new generation too, so I'm getting kind of old. But anyway, I better dig into this thing. Um, all right, so let's see what's available here. So this is the menu 13, Lucky 13, right? Cheese tortellini and tomato sauce. And you know, I used to be an army cook, and they told us don't feed these to the troops more than you have to, because they'll screw them up. And I 100% believe that now. Because you have to eat clean to train well. That's a dichotomy. They don't emphasize that enough. It's from the Department of Defense SEAL. It's supposed to change the Department of War here soon. We'll see about that. They got so many SEALs to change by doing that. I don't know if that. I don't know. You know, I understand the psychology behind it, but it's a lot of money to do all that. So this is another Ameriqual. So Ameriqual, I noticed they have an inner package. So I'm gonna open this up now. I gotta set the phone down. Sorry, my tripod is not doing so good. So all I'm doing right now is there's a seal there. I'm just opening it directly. Look at that. One try, no problem. So that's what you want. Seals is to keep the stuff. It might get tore up a little bit opening it, but just fine. So I poured it out in another seal like that. And there is luckily some tear points here. They're supposed to be anyway. Oh, here they are. It's this sawtooth looking thing. These are all tear points. So this is pretty easy to open. I'll do that right now. All right, we got lemonade, lemon lime powder mix. It's MRE heater. It's starting to get a little cooler as we're getting into September. I might start cooking these MREs off, but not today. It's still mild. I'll set that aside, and then you got crackers. I call these mommy mouth crackers because it dries your mouth out. There's a cooking sleeve for the cooking process or heating process. You got obviously the ingredients list of the main entree on there. And the handy dandy facts and embellishments of you know, trying to give you some nutrient education there. I said facts, not fats. Facts and embellishments. Here's a main entree. Cheese tortellini. Here's another side dish, dry roasted peanuts. And someone commented in the comments, said Harper and the Lord Jesus. That's his name. He says, thank you for your service. Coincidentally, I have some thank you for your service chocolate peanut spread. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Here is some Recovery Trail mix with pretzels. Here is some crushed red pepper, I assume for the tortellini, and a spoon. And an accessory package, some gum, some matches. That'll come handy with wood fires and stuff later if it gets cold. Some salt. Some napkins made by Lighthouse for the Blind. And I believe that is a wet nap there. So anyway, looks pretty tasty, right? Well, a little story. I was in Groton, Connecticut, going to sub school, and a German submarine U-boat came up. It was a exchange type program or something like that. I don't know what it was, but anyway, they were at the dock and we could get tours. And I go on that U-boat, and it is small as heck. It's just a little diesel U-boat. But next to it was a submarine tender, for the boat and go up go up the gangplank. Is that what it's called? I gotta get my Navy terminology back in stride. And anyway, I go up there and they have some of those German MREs, whatever they're called, and they're in gold cans or gold plated cans or something. I was like, wow, those look pretty cool. And then one of the grumpy German sailors sitting next to it. This is like a little room or whatever. I don't know what I was peeking in. Maybe that was a mess or something. He said in like German accented English, fresher is always better, or fresher is better. Fresher is better. I was like permanently scarred by that. It is true. Like this food that what do you call that is sealed up like this. I mean, this is. I already found out in my other videos that this food is over 2.5 years old. And after eating clean for a week, going back to this is gonna be hard. But I gotta go shopping later today for groceries for the upcoming week. I mean, it's a day of rest, obviously, but every other day is jammed up with hardcore training, getting ready for my Navy enlistment. So Navy Reserve enlistment to be specific. So anyway, I'd rather have somebody go shopping for me, but it's not gonna happen. I gotta do it. So here, generally when I open one of these, I always target what's easy to eat first. It might be these peanuts actually. So I'll dig into those. So always usually I show people where to tear. There's in this case it's a indentation right there. That's a tear point. Is there one on the other side? No, there's just there is. Yeah, it's ever so slightly there. So you got 2 chances to tear this open easily. After that, I better use like a knife or something. So Harper and the Lord Jesus comments, my son Malachi is a submariner for the Navy. Oh, good. I used to be a radioman ET in the Navy. I heard recently, but I guess it happened a while ago. They got rid of the radio ETs. So that's nice, I guess. So obsolescence in action. You've got a quirky job if it evaporates. So anyway, I'm gonna open this up. So yeah, it's just dry roasted peanuts. I'm gonna eat them right quick. Well, I went everywhere. Whoops, don't do that. It's okay because it didn't touch the floor. Anything touch the ground or floor in a field environment, do not eat it. You'll get bacteria. It's not good. That's it. And then they got recovery trail mixed with pretzels. I wonder what the is this something you eat after you train really hard, like running or something? Recovery. You're recovering from what? Like I guess hard training, or maybe you carry this with you and eat it at the end of a long march, or an FTX or something. Anyway, there's a tear point right there. FTX is field training exercise. Tear point right there. So I'll go ahead and open that up. And yeah, it's made by the Warnick Company. There's all the ingredients. So there's a look inside there. It's got more nuts. And you think you're gonna get enough peanuts? Now you got some more and some other nuts, cashews and almonds and etc. There's a desiccant pouch in this one. Always get rid of those things. Personal experience was eating one of these things in the dark, and I almost swallowed that desiccant pouch because I was just pouring it in my mouth. Ever since, I don't play around. If I see them, I get them out of there. So there we go. There's these round pretzel balls in there too. Here, I spit one out. That's what I'm talking about. It's literally a pretzel, but it's in the shape. Flavor's pretty good. Takes a while to chew this. So I guess this isn't easy to eat after all. It's a lot of chewing. You gotta be careful too. There might be rocks in there. The pebbles. There's a trick. Shoot, there might be gravel or something that blow, and high winds and stuff. Literally, rocks and gravel will blow into your food. There's a trick when you chew. Don't completely close your teeth. Get almost closed, but not all the way. That will save you a lot of damage in case there is a hard piece of metal or something hard, so you don't crack or chip your tooth. So life tip, when you chew, don't completely close your teeth. Don't grind your teeth either. It's a good way to go see the dentist. So why are they putting so many peanuts and nuts in this? Is because the main entree is low protein. Something I noticed with vegetarian meals. Vegetarian means there's no flesh of animals. They try to compensate by giving you other forms of protein. Sometimes overcompensate, if you ask me. It's a lot of nuts for MRE. That's not even counting the peanuts in the peanut spread. Oh, there's another one. Bro, I've been eating on these nuts, this recovery thing for a minute now. There's a lot of food in this. There are a lot of mouthfuls. So I heard something disturbing the other day. The reason why MREs are so inexpensive now, I got several cases for $35 a case not too long ago. The reason why is these MREs are 2.5 years old. They're replacing all the stuff that's old with new, and I guess the rumor is, or the justification I heard, which I don't know, is a limited warehouse space, so they're displacing everything that's old or on the verge of getting old or over past being old, and surplusing that to make way for new stuff. I want new stuff ready to go, if you know what I mean. So, and if they don't use it, it'll get surplus again in the future. So, what am I doing here? So this is chocolate peanut spread. I'll go ahead and open this up. So there's a tear point here. And a tear point down there. Back when I was serving on submarines, I always wondered why. I knew about MREs back then. The Navy doesn't serve MREs aboard ships. I always wondered why, and now I know why. It's because if you eat MREs too much, you'll get screwed up. The Navy believes in serving fresh food. You know there's a reason for that. A hard one lesson behind that. Okay, so I'm just gonna tear in there. When I tear it usually along the seam. There's even like a little behavior guardrail right there. It says tear at the corner. So you want to tear along here. And that's to avoid the seal, but also avoid the product. Yep, like so. And then I'll tear that flap off too, because the flap will interfere. So I usually eat them right out of the parcel. Chocolate peanut butter. So I usually eat them. I tore a little too far down, unfortunately. But usually I'll just squeeze this up and eat it. Usually I just tear a little corner off, but I went too far. And I don't really mess putting on a crackers or make sandwiches. It's just added steps. Like even now when I'm not really in a hurry per se, I know my time's valuable today, but I'm still not in a hurry like in a field environment. I still just eat one thing at a time. I don't usually put them all together because that invites problems. Like, have you ever been out in the field and there's tons of flies? Those flies have no mercy. They will get in where they can fit in and just totally contaminate your food. So keeping it in the package protected and doing all you can not to handle it with your hands is a good idea. So anyway, I'm just going to push it up and eat it. It would have been better if it was just at the corner, but now I have to fight it along the whole seam. But I'm just going to push it up and eat it. So yeah, it's just chocolate peanut butter. It's kind of like Nutella, but with peanuts. I think Nutella uses hazelnuts. Push that up. You see that thin plastic? That's one of the sealing layers. Push that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually run a hand grip down or across here to actually get the rest, because I can just barely manipulate some out now, because the majority's already gone. So it's like toothpaste in a toothpaste tube, except you're eating it. Yeah, I don't eat toothpaste, but same difference, I'm trying to get it out of the tube. Basically like astronaut style. I was so mad because for a while there, and it's probably still on the market in some places, you could get astronaut food literally from eBay and Amazon. But the stuff from other astronaut programs that dried up. Kind of talking around why, but the variety dried up because of the world circumstances. Anyway, I push it all up. I'm just gonna eat this out. Just kind of. I could sit there and try to extract more, but time's more valuable right now than chocolate peanut butter. Minutia. So, what's next? The crackers that will dry your mouth out. Yeah, I guess so. I do have a little water left here. That's the other thing. I guess it's still water, and I also buy it when I can't distill it. The reason I won't be able to distill it today is because my solar system is hurting because of the cloudy, overcast situation. So I don't have spare wattage to heat water with to distill it. So I just got a little bit of water left. I do have running water like from the city, but if you ever start distilling your water, you'll realize that all the weird stuff that's in that water, and you won't want to drink it. Like literally my distiller is encrusted with this weird white starchy powdery residue that's like calcium, who knows what else is in there. A lot of pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and fertilizer runoff and stuff in the water system, plus whatever they add to it. So yeah, I don't want that in my system. So I drink distilled water. I've been drinking it for years. A water treatment specialist in the Army told me about how you should usually drink either pure water, which is more or less distilled water, or drink spring water from deep sources. She knew what she was saying, and so it profoundly affected me, and I started getting paranoid about it. Anyway, so I got a little bit of still water left, so I can eat this cracker with it. You do never eat these crackers if you don't have some kind of moisture or water or something. They will screw you up for the whole day. They might even cause you to need medical attention because they're so dry. And if you eat these without moisture, you are done. So anyway, I'm gonna tear right here and tear right there if I need to. So you have a lot of options, but the idea is to mix the crackers because they're solid in there. They're like concrete. So I'll tear down here and go like that down here. All right, that's over with. Here they are. So they're fragile too once they're out in the real world. What I like to do a lot of times is just crush them as in situ. It's a lot harder to do it with just one hand, but I like to crush them up and make them bite-sized. Whoops. And that way I don't have to fight the whole ergonomics thing. Like, if you take them out as intact, then when you bite into them, they shatter, go everywhere. But if you pre-shatter them, like I'm doing now, see, they still want to go everywhere. If you pre-shatter them, then they won't fight you so much on eating them. I already ate the peanut butter, so they're waiting for the peanut butter's the chocolate peanut butter is waiting for these guys anyway. If you know what I mean. I'm just gonna eat these right out of the package. You know, I made them bite size. Get rid of these pieces. Alright. Get rid of this stuff. Well, these are dry. Sorry, those are so dry. Ugh. I might actually use this, but I don't know if I have enough water to. I don't. There's not enough water in here to fill the lime. You can tell by the weight. I'm about to skip this because if this is too concentrated, it has the opposite effect of refreshment. That'll have to be for some other time. I just got a little dib dab of water left, so that's what water's going for. Remember when it was just $1? I don't even know if this is distilled or not. I hope it is. I hope it's not some scuzz water. Anyway, this tastes a little weird. It's old, maybe that's why. Maybe I reused the container. I hope not. So anyway, there's a tear point here. And a tear point on this side. Right there. So you got 2 chances to open this before you have a problem. You got 2 tear points. And I think you put the red pepper in on this. I did my low water supply and my water being stale to say the least. I'm going to skip that red pepper mess. So I'm going to open it, go down here, so it's easy to eat. Dang it, I do not want to go that far. Okay, I went too far. You see where I was going for, and then it went a little bit too far. So anyway, I'm gonna squeeze it so it gets out of the corner here, and just eat it. Now, if this is heated properly, it would look nicer. The sauce would be less chunky, but like I said, it's not one of those days. The idea of tearing this flap off is to get it out of the way. It's like this is not too bad. I mean, it's a little closer in. I actually got cut by one of these flaps before. It was configured in such a way that it was razor sharp. It cut my cheek and my lip. That's why I don't like those flaps. But in this case, I'll be careful. Anyway, I'm just pouring it out to get a hold of it. Or what does that call it? Extrusion. You ever heard about? If you want to find something horrific on YouTube, look up extruded chicken. It's like watching one of those pimple popping doctors. Oh, we're back. So I'm just extruding this this food right now. Don't mind me. Yeah, just big old chunks. So I'm gonna use both my hands on this. So I'm gonna set this spoon up here. Y'all got any questions? Resource for certain topics. This is a nice chunk right there. So last night I applied to 3 positions at XAI: the audio tutor remote, the video tutor remote, and the video game tutor remote. They're trying to teach XAI is trying to teach Grok all kinds of stuff. I need tutors. So I think I'd be pretty good with that. So yeah, I'm just busy getting this out of here so I can eat it. You're getting close in views of this distilled water label. Now don't prank call him. It's probably a robocall anyway. Food Club is a store brand of Rosars and probably some other food chains, grocery chains. Anyway, so you usually save a little money about buying the store brand, you know. And that's the case here. And in this case, I think that's the only distilled water they had was the store brand. Why does this keep slipping? Almost done. A little bit left. All right, so that's been conquered, more or less. So yeah, I think that concludes the show for today. Got some couple questions or comments. That's okay. Sometimes it's sometimes the audience is just not really engaging. That's okay. All right. So other than that, it's been Military Industrial Museum. Thank you for joining me. And if you missed anything, you always watch the replay. All right. So Monday I'm gonna start a new training plan with good food. If I'm a successful grocery shopping today, and get fit because I got that Navy fitness test coming up inevitably. And now that I made all the mistakes in my former careers with the military, now I know what to do. And I'm just going to adhere to AI advice and meal plans and training plans. I didn't have that in the past. It is a golden key to figure this out efficiently, correctly, and quit making mistakes. The error is human, so throw AI in the mix to balance that out or improve the odds. Okay, well, this has been Military Industrial Museum. Like and subscribe, and what else? Check out my channel for anime videos I put up there, and myself and music. Well, AI does a lot of the work actually. So I make the prompts myself, but I'm trying to even get away from that. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.